Okay, so before we get started, this video is in response to a comment that I got on my last video in which I was talking about men tricking you into going to a hotel with them in order to get you to basically sleep with them without directly telling you that is their intention. The purpose in the video was to talk about the irony, the contradiction, the fact that it's okay for men to openly upfront use you to get basically sex out of you, but as a woman, you are not allowed to do that to a man. Somehow that completely got turned around and became, I am only dating people because they have money. My argument, however, is now going to change. Since somebody left this in a comment, I will actually defend that. There is absolutely nothing wrong with choosing to date someone because they provide a certain lifestyle for you, just as there is nothing wrong with a man choosing to date a woman because she is attractive and or has a sexually attractive body. Let's talk about it in this video. However, you need to watch my last video in order for this to make sense to you. My goal inside this is not to stop people from having their own opinions, but keep in mind, these are journals. This is my channel. I'm venting to you. The title even says that it's a rant. Trust and believe I am not losing sleep over anything that happens in my day-to-day life that I talk about here inside of these journals. It is for entertainment as well as a stress reliever for myself. That is the purpose in it. However, if you are going to try to insult me and talk trash about me on my channel, I don't care if you've been subscribed to me for 2 days, 2 minutes, or 3 years. Doesn't make a difference to me. I will treat you the exact same way that I do everybody else. Please do not think that by kissing my butt at the end of your comment will suddenly be seen as nice and innocent, etc. You can disagree with me and have your own opinion without being disrespectful, degrading, dehumanizing, whatever else you want to call it. Stop trying to make women feel bad for wanting to be feminine, for wanting to practice hypergamy, for wanting to have a man that has a regular income. Nowhere in my videos do I say that my husband is required to be a multimillionaire. However, I can also be honest. I am seen as an attractive woman, and for that reason, I have access of dating men who have money, better careers, better jobs, that can provide better for me than a man that most of you women can relate to. Are there people that look better than me? There's tons of them. I am not even close to being the best looking girl in the world, but I'm also not going to pretend like I'm the worst looking. A part of having self-confidence, as this person said, seeing that I'm the prize is a different thing or whatever, is also knowing what you're worth and not settling for less than that. Because I am aware that my looks do matter and privilege does exist, pretty privilege, I am aware that I can ask for and or demand and or search and get more than what the average woman can. And because of that, I have the right to decide that I do not want to date a man that does not have a college degree, that does not have a decent salary. You do not have to be rich to date me, but I'm not going to lie and pretend like I would not want to date a man that is rich. Likewise, a man does not have to lie and pretend like he doesn't want to date a woman because he is attractive. Whether he is broke or rich, why do men normally want to date me? Why? It's because they find me sexually attractive. They like my face, they like my body. Okay. Why as a woman do I have to lie and pretend like I don't like the fact that that guy is 6 feet tall? I don't like the fact that he makes over $100,000 a year. I have to pretend like I don't care. Sorry, but love does not pay bills. That's life. That's facts. My video will go into more detail on this, so let's go ahead and get started. I will warn you, I will be honest, I will yell, I will be brutal. This is a journal. You don't like this type of talk? Don't watch this type of video. But also please understand, while I will allow you to disagree with me, I will not waste my time arguing with you in my comment section. I will simply make another video proving you wrong. Let's go. Hey, what's up? It's Comic95, the Savior. I'm going to have an endless list of videos because like I keep saying, y'all just keep giving me comments. I don't respond to comments anymore that are like bullshit. I just make a video on it. So anyway, yeah, I feel bad for making this video because the person that left this comment, I recognize their username. I know you've been on my channel for years, and I know that you caught yourself trying to end the comment, you know, pretending like, oh, like, well, I watch your content, so I don't mean it. Girl, I don't care how long you've been here. I'm gonna have to argue back with what you said. Like I said, you're free to have your own opinions or whatever else you want to say, but starts kind of twisted my words, and I completely disagree with what you're saying. In fact, I find it really funny because your comment literally goes into a lot of what Kevin Samuels has to say that makes a lot of girls mad that I actually totally agree with. Let's stop with all of these little fake ass fairy tales like the crap you just got through commenting right there. Completely disagree with you on this. People do not get married for any of the BS fairy tale crap that y'all want to believe in. The purpose in getting married is for stability. If it were not for that, there's literally no reason to get married. Because based off of what you just said, that's boyfriend-girlfriend. That's not even boyfriend-girlfriend relationship type stuff. You can literally just go on a date with somebody and have sex then. The purpose in getting married is to have stability. Because if you don't need stability, you don't need consistency, you don't need somebody to take care of you, you don't need to get married. You don't. There's literally no purpose. You can literally go out freely, date, have sex with whoever you want to, have babies by whoever you want to. If that's the case, I hope you're not married. Because then why do you need a husband then? You can love somebody that you're not married to. You can have a baby with somebody you're not married to. If you can do everything by yourself because times have changed, what do you need a spouse for? I also hate whenever girls like try to act like, oh, you know, make my own money, whatever type thing. Sweetheart, I'm sorry. You can have fun doing whatever you want to, working, whatever else, blah, blah, blah. But the reality is, I know people don't like hearing this type of conversation. This is not the channel for you then. This is not a feminist channel. Women were not made to have to work like how men do. There's a difference between a man and a woman. That's just facts. If you choose to work as a woman like myself, I personally choose to work. I personally want to work, but I don't want to be in a position where I have to work. That's your choice. Everything is not a matter of, oh, this is because back in the old days, we had to do this, blah, blah, so now we can do. I'm not a man still. And using the excuse, oh, well, you have your own stuff, whatever, then why do you need this? Do you realize how stupid that sounds? That's like saying as a woman, well, you have a car, you have a job, so why does it matter if you're dating a pookie working at the gas station? Sweetheart, you have fun with that. I can get more than somebody that works at a gas station, some bum-ass man. I don't want somebody mooching off of the crap that I have. And I'm sorry, just as men expect for me as a woman to be feminine, to provide him with sex, to cook for him, to clean for him, etc., I expect a man to be able to provide. It's not a matter of what I can't do. It's what I want him to do. I mean, I'm pretty sure men can probably do a better job at getting themselves off with their right hand than you probably can. But you want to know what? They still want a woman to do it for them. I saw a meme inside my phone I was looking at from the other day talking about how men are, you know, how you're stupid if you think giving a guy a hand job is going to work or whatever, that you can impress him with it because he's been, you know, training his whole life for the past 20, 30 years, whatever type thing. So I hear what you're trying to say, but that's all that little new age BS type concept of stuff. There's nothing wrong with admitting that you want stability. There's nothing wrong with admitting, yes, I can do this myself, but I want someone else to do it for me. I can give you a million examples of that. Think about your house as a mother. I don't know if you have children or not, but alright, I don't have kids. I can think of my own mother. My mom is capable of cleaning, cooking, and doing things on her own. But what makes her happy? When someone else does it for her. Okay, yes, I have my own job. But do I want to have to spend my own money to do everything for myself for the rest of my life? Especially after becoming a mother? No. If you can't relate, then just say that. Just say that your man don't have it like that. That's cool. But don't try to push your ideology on me and make it sound like I'm trying to have sort of transactional relationship. But to be honest with you, as bad as you're trying to make it sound with your wording, that's life. Life is transactional. Your relationships are going to be transactional. Your job is transactional. Everything is a transaction. You work your job in exchange for money. They use you, take your time, take your skills, take your talent, take your education in exchange for making them more money. They give you a small part of their profits. Okay, when you choose to marry someone, the reason why you get married is not just because you love them. Yeah, you love them and you want to, you know, make them happy, etc. But what are you also getting out of it? You're getting consistency, stability. And if you're like most women that were smart when they got married, you have a man that can provide for you. This way, you are no longer in a position where you have to work, where you have to worry about bills. You can relax during your pregnancy. You are not working until the 8th and 9th month of your pregnancy. You don't have to worry about losing your job or anything else because you have a man that is taking care of you. You can relax and work when you want to. I'm a teacher. I work at an international school. There are tons of moms that are, you know, mothers of students of my kids. You want to know what they do? A lot of them do choose to work. But what do? They have part-time, flexible jobs. They have their own business. Things that people that marry bum men cannot relate to. It's not a matter of what you don't have. People don't just want men that can provide because they can't provide for themselves. I know that apparently confuses you because you're not used to that. You're thinking like, why do you need this if you have that yourself, whatever. Because maybe I don't want to have to take care of myself and my kids and uphold the house like a man because I'm not. Everything is not bad because it's from the old days, whatever type thing. These are the same people that argue, oh, discipline is so bad. Don't whoop your kids. Don't do whatever. It's bad. Okay, have fun raising school shooters, crybabies, and kids that, don't do well in life. Because it's not the way that the real world works. You can love someone and also admit that there is an exchange that you're getting out of it. And my video was specifically talking about the fact that all men, not just Tinder, not just anywhere else, when you are dating men, the reason why they are with you is because they're getting something out of it. And I hope you're not married, like I said, because if he is, then your husband is lying to you. Or maybe you and your partner don't look good. I don't know what you look like. I ain't here to judge you or your partner. I don't really give two F's. But I'm going to keep it real with you. What do you think men are attracted to? They don't give a crap about your personality. They don't care about that type of stuff. Comes second. What men notice first about you is how you look. That is the most important thing to them. What women notice first about you is what you can do for them, providing wise. That is a masculine trait. This is the reason why when we see a guy that looks like a bum, looks like he ain't got a good job, we look right over that dude. And who do our eyes go to? The guy that is dressed nice, flashy, has the nice car, looks like, he got a good job, etc. That's just facts. Men do the exact same thing. Women are attracted to guys that look they're educated, have money, have stability when it comes to their career, their lifestyle. Men look at women that look feminine, women that look like they are sexually attractive to him. He can imagine himself doing those things with you. Someone that he wants to introduce and show off as his wife, his girlfriend, his whatever. That's life. I don't make the rules. I play about them. I'm not going to play stupid and pretend like, oh, it's not transactional. It's whatever. Let me read your comment because it was beyond stupid to me. I got to keep it real with you. You have the right to have your own opinion. I have the right to tell you that you're wrong. So do whatever you want to. It is your life, but I cannot disagree more. Let's see. This is what you said. I'm reading it from my phone. The whole concept of having a romantic relationship just for the sake of stability because you want a provider or a caregiver, as you put it, that's not quite exactly what I said, but I did say that, well, the provider part is right, but the caregiver part, I don't literally mean somebody taking care of you and doing every little thing for you. That sounds more like somebody that's dying. But fine, I get it. Yes, a woman is going to take care of you. I did say that, so I'm assuming that's what you meant. As you put it, just leads to a whole load of misunderstandings and really a life full of disappointment and bitterness. Completely disagree with that. Okay. It's like looking for friends that benefit you and not people who resonate with you. Why are you confusing the two? Why are you acting as though it is not possible for a man to be able to provide for you and also you actually like the person that you're with? Where in my video do I say only chase after guys that can provide for you? Don't like him in any shape, any way, shape, or form. Don't, care about anything else he does. As long as he has money and he spends it on you, he's the one. Where do I say that in my video? Don't twist my words, girl. Okay. I'm going to try to keep it respectful with you because you've been here for a minute. But okay, I'm not gonna lie, you might want to unsubscribe. What else? Resonate with you, people that make your life better on the inside. Again, kind of going back on what I just got through saying. Where did I say that the person does not make you better on the inside, that you don't like the person? Where do I say that? Nowhere. My video is talking about guys that are trying to use the fact that they have money to pull girls and then saying, I'm not going to give you anything. You are on a completely totally different topic. But since you are talking about that, which I have talked about similar things on my channel before, you're wrong. You're assuming that you cannot have both. That is the equivalent to people say, oh, don't chase after people that are attractive, chase after girls that are intelligent, whatever. You're assuming that it's not possible for a woman to be attractive and smart at the same time. Speak for yourself. So, okay. Anyway, what else did you say? You're basing a relationship on an exchange, a transaction, sex, good looks for money, and not an honest connection. Not on love that develops as you get to know each other for who you really are. Where in my video do I say that? I'm sorry, we about to get disrespectful here. Girl. Where the fuck did I say that? Don't add shit into my fucking mouth. I hate bitches that do crap like that. Where did I say that you're only looking for money, don't look for anything else, don't care about personality, don't care about connection? Where do I say that? Why are you adding shit into my mouth? I said these things are of importance. And you want to know why these things are of importance? Because when we don't play fucking mind games, like y'all also feminist bullshit, we can be real with ourselves. There's a difference between men and women. Physically, mentally, emotionally, and beyond just talking about that, let's also keep it real. Does love pay bills? No, the fuck it doesn't. When you are pregnant, what woman says, I want to work my entire pregnancy because I have a broke nigga? What girl says that? Nobody. Money does matter when bills need to be paid, when you want to go on vacation, when you want a nice diamond ring, when you want to have an engagement party, when you want to have a baby shower. Broke men cannot do that for you. You cannot have the same experience somebody that has a good job, or even a decent one at that, because a lot of y'all don't, you're right. Maybe that's your situation. A lot of y'all don't care. Y'all happy to get a husband. He can be 2 inches shorter than you, 5 inches shorter than you, no career, working some bum regular retail job. Y'all just happy to be married, happy to have your baby. Have fun playing both roles as mom and dad, but I'm not doing that crap. Yes, your relationship could fall apart no matter how much money a man has, everything else, and God forbid that happens to myself. I'm not perfect. Nowhere on my channel am I saying that. But I am saying I am not going to purposefully set myself up to be with somebody that has no money, cannot provide, like how apparently you're okay with doing. But I did not say that because a man has money, you have to cancel out everything else. Where do I say that? There's nowhere on my channel that I say that. You can be with a man that has money and actually still like the person. Good people can have money. You can truly like somebody that has money, just like how a man can truly like a woman that's attractive. Because we can say the same thing in reverse. Okay, men go after women for looks. Stereotypically, pretty girls are bitches. They're mean. They're whatever. Okay, but you're discrediting the ones that aren't like that. You're assuming that every girl is a bitch because she's attractive. You're assuming that every man is someone, any man that has money, you can't possibly have a connection with, because that's what you're looking for. Do you hold your man to that same, accountability, whatever? Or maybe the man that you have is with you because he's desperate. I don't know what your situation is, girl. But please don't speak on mine. Don't speak on other women's. If you are satisfied with dating an average man and you are an average or below average looking woman, then okay, that's good for you. You can keep your mouth shut and stay inside the corner. We ain't talking about you. I'm talking about people that actually want, I'm really talking from a hypergamy standpoint, but just speaking in general. That's why I got all this debt and problems now to begin with, and divorces in the first place. Women are not made to do the same work that men do. If you choose to do that, then fine, go ahead by all means. But if you ask the average woman, both today and back in the day, women do not want to have to work. Yes, because we can. We do a lot more things that are masculine. We do a lot more things for ourselves, including myself right now, which is why I'm not desperate to quickly get married because a man has money. You're not on my Patreon. You should be there. If you were, you know what I'm talking about. Trust me, I have my own standards that go beyond just money. If that were the case, I would already be married. I've dated plenty. I do not need your 2 cents of advice. But like I said, I keep my channel open. You're free to say whatever you want to. Your comment ended up aside spam. I didn't find it necessary to take it out. But I'm saying what you said right here. So yeah, I'm thinking to myself like, okay, where do I say that? Why are you adding words into my mouth? And again, you're speaking on yourself. So apparently you can't find somebody that has money that also you have a connection with. I ain't said nothing about myself. I didn't even talk about having a connection with these people. I'm simply talking about going through the dating phase of it. That men will use the fact that they have money to go after girls. And then get mad if the girl has any intention. They try to make sure that you don't try to use them for money. I didn't even say I was doing that. I said this guy super liked me. I'm already swiping right on everybody. So I messaged him because of that. He already liked me. And I'm not going to play blind. I'm not going to act like I'm blind and play dumb like how you want me to. And pretend like I don't notice the fact this guy is rich. Just like men don't play dumb and pretend like they don't notice the fact that you're hot. If you are as a woman. They will tell you the reason why they like you. And I'm also keeping it real with you. I don't know whether you're attractive or not. I can't see your picture. But if you're not an attractive person, you're going to get a lot less attention from men. You can get it because you're a girl and you have a vagina, but you're going to get significantly less than somebody that is attractive that does have one too. Why? Because men like women that look good. Your personality and everything else comes second to your looks. Your looks are the most important thing as a woman. It's facts. I don't make the rules, I play by them. We could be politically correct. Oh, I care about personality. This, that, and the other matters. That's cute, but we don't live in a perfect world. We live in a real one. And in a real world, it does matter. We can also pretend like degrees don't make you smart. Or you don't have to have money. Sorry, that's Scout. You don't have to have money. You don't have to have this. Or, whatever else. But it makes life easier. You're more likely to have these things. You're more likely to speak and walk with intelligence when you are a college graduate. Is that everybody? No. But we're not here to talk about exceptions to the rule and people that happen to not be this. We're talking about overall generalization. My video ain't even about the idea of people getting married for, money or anything else like that. I'm talking about men using the fact that they have this and then saying, I'm not going to give it to you. You are showing off the fact that you have money to get a girl, and then you're telling women up front, as soon as you start talking to them, I'm going to use you for sex, but you do not get to use me for money. That is what my video is about. Where the fuck did you get this from and get triggered over that? What? But since you mentioned that, like I said, you're still wrong, because that's not true. Life is transactional. Your job doesn't hire you because they want to give you money to have a better life. They don't give two fucks about you and your ugly ass baby. The reason why they give you money isn't to take care of your kids, isn't to take care of your husband or anybody else. They give you money to give you incentive to work for them, to make them more money than they're giving you. That is how it works. Men do not marry you solely because they want to spend their money on something. No. They are biologically, genetically, socially, culturally wired, especially here in Asia, to want to do these things because they're thinking about their future. They know their parents want them to have kids and to get married. They know they need someone to help and care for them when they get older. Most of us, because we're human, we feel the need to reproduce. And that is a very difficult thing to pull off when you are single, which is why we get married. Because we want stability. Because if we don't need stability, shoot, I want a baby right now. You want to know what I would do? I would run around, get pregnant, have kids from several different men, because I sure as hell can't choose right now. It's so many fine men I've been on dates on with. I can't pick one. Let's get pregnant by all of them. Because according to you, I have money already. So I don't need a man to provide for me. I don't need to get married for an exchange. We don't need a transactional thing. So why not just have multiple baby daddies? So you understand there is a transaction, right? Stability. Having one person to do these things with. Stable. Why is that so hard to understand? Okay. Moving on, because your comment was long. Let me keep going. This video is going to be an hour long. Okay. Not a love that develops as you get to know each other for who you really are. You're not basing the whole thing on what you bring to the table. Good looks or money. If you're independent, then why bother with this game? You also contradict yourself. Using the old-fashioned what you bring to the table type thing. Bitch, I just explained everything that's being brought to the table. I have a career. I make more money than the average man makes here. And I'm not even 30 years old yet. I can cook. I can clean. And I do. I live by myself. I'm living in a luxury apartment in the richest city in Tokyo. Richest neighborhood. One of the richest neighborhoods in Tokyo. To be specific with you. That is what I bring to the table. I have a college education. I am working on a second bachelor's degree. That is what I bring to the table. I have no children. I have no divorces. That is what I bring to the table. And here, really anywhere I've ever been, I am considered as attractive. I'm young. I'm attractive. I come with zero baggage. My body looks good. What are you talking about? Speak for yourself. Literally anything that a man wants on average, I have it. Every man has his own taste, his own things, what he does and doesn't want, and that's cool for him. I already got mine. I take care of myself. And you want to know what? I expect my man to have the same thing too. Me having it doesn't mean I don't want it from someone else. I don't say, well, I have a clean criminal record, so it's okay if I date a felon. Is that how it works? Is that what you do? You maybe you're married to a pookie. Maybe you're married to a bum ass nigga that ain't got a good job and you having to work. I hope you never get pregnant and have to work through it, because don't no woman ever tell you she's glad that she had to work a job while she was pregnant, that she's glad that she couldn't stay at home with her child during the first year of, their life. She's glad that she has to split the bills with her man. She's glad that her man is a bum. No woman says that. Just like no man says, well, I'm glad that I married an ugly woman. I'm glad my woman is average looking. What man says that? We are different, and it's okay to admit that. It's also okay to admit that stability is a good thing. Nobody says, I want an unstable partner. Marriage is transactional. It is. Because if it's not transactional, if it's not the reason why you're getting married, you would be okay with not ever having a ring on that finger. You would be okay with not ever getting married. You'd be just fine. You don't need the boyfriend-girlfriend label. Because, see, that's a part of stability. You want consistency by getting that damn label. If you don't need consistency, you don't need stability, you're just fine with having one-night stands then and getting what you want out of that. Because the purpose in dating then, or, doing those things, you just need sex. You need sex to feel good, sex to make babies. You no longer need it for anything else then. That's facts. You can cook clean by yourself. You don't need a man. You don't need a wife. That's what you just said. Do you hear yourself? Please stop playing games. Let's keep going. Okay. This is what women had to do before we didn't have anything else to survive. It sounds like you're just stealing words from my own video that I made on Men Ruin Everything, one of those videos, or about that girl that was dating. So, and again, wrong. Stop pretending and associating everything. This is the problem with y'all. Y'all be thinking that y'all so smart when y'all say this type of stuff. And this is what, again, I have to agree with Kevin Samuels on this. Y'all act, he didn't say this, these are my own words. Y'all act like everything that's old is bad because times have changed. Yes, again, like I already said earlier, because women now have the means to provide for themselves, we can make rational decisions and we can walk away from bad circumstances, bad situationships, bad marriages. But that does not mean that we have no purpose, no point, no need to get married because we can do it for ourselves. No, it just means we are no longer stuck with a crappy partner because we cannot do it for ourselves. Don't confuse the two. Yes, I can work. I'm already doing it right now. I have more than almost, if not every single last one of you bitches watching my video right now, including possibly you. I'm living a much better life. I have more money. However, having more, being capable of doing more, does not mean you don't want that in a partner. I can have a car. It doesn't mean that my partner don't need to have one. I have a clean record. It doesn't mean that my partner doesn't need to have one. I have a degree. It doesn't mean I don't need my partner to have one. He should have more, if not better, than what I do. Well, the same, if not better. That's reasonable crap to ask for. A man that can provide. I did not say he has to be a millionaire. Even though, shit, I wouldn't mind that. Because I'm not going to lie like you. Where did I say that? Provider does not mean rich. Do not associate the two as the same thing. But I will keep it real with you. What girl doesn't want a rich man? Just like what man doesn't want a beautiful woman? He'll stick his dick anywhere, including in you. I don't know what you look like. But men are desperate. They'll fuck anything that got a vagina or something else. Doesn't mean that's their preferred choice. Doesn't mean it's what they really want. They'll settle just like how women can and do. That is my point. Anyway, let's keep going. What am I have to do before, because we blah blah have anything else to survive? My intention is not to tell you how to live your life, but all this overanalyzing and worrying about how these men act seems like such a waste of energy that you could be using for other things for yourself. This is my YouTube channel. It's a video. You're watching a journal. I'm overanalyzing by having a brain and realizing, if somebody is trying to ask me to go on a date with them to a hotel and eat food, this is going to lead to them date raping me or trying to coerce me into having sex with them. That's overanalyzing. Sorry, sweetheart, it's a part of dating. And if you're attractive, maybe you've also had the experience of being able to date multiple people as well as rich people that have money. Maybe you can't relate because you don't look good. I don't know what your situation is. Don't care. Not here to clown you. But if you can't relate to me, then don't speak on what I'm talking about then. This is Japan. I don't know where you live. I don't know where you're from. But where I'm at here in Japan, This is a very common game that people try to play on you. And when you're young or older but new to Japan, you might not understand this game of men pretending like they want a relationship, not really wanting one, but really just be in it trying to get you to have sex with them. Which, fine, go ahead and play people and lie to them. But my issue was, how are you going to tell me that you're going indirectly, because these people are shy. They don't normally directly say, I'm going to take you to a hotel to have sex with you. You get people like that every once in a while. I already said this in my video. But rather the people that mislead you, they won't directly tell you. You have to figure this out on your own after you've been here for a minute and realize, no, he's trying to get me to, drop my guard, put me in a situation where I feel, obligated to have sex with him. And my issue is, if you can openly use me for sex, I should be able to openly use you for money. You went on a whole tangent talking about a completely different thing, and I'm going into your conversation because you took it there. But that is not what that video is about. But again, like how I said, your comment is wrong still, because yes, it is transactional. Everything in life is transactional, and your relationship is too. If you're married, tell your husband, I am never going to have sex again, and I'm not going to give you a baby. How much you want to bet your man is going to start cheating on you? If it's truly not transactional and it's just, oh, we connect with each other. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. You don't understand what love or relationships is. You can love someone, care about someone, and still like them because you're getting something out of it. Because that's how life goes. Why do you think we like certain people or certain things? We get shit out of it. Your friends are transactional. Why do you have friends? Is it because you just love everyone and you're Jesus fucking Christ? No. The reason why you want to have friends is your friends do shit for you. You have people where when something goes wrong, you can call them, you can vent to them, you can hang out with them. What do you get out of this? They relieve stress for you, they make you laugh, they give you money, they buy you gifts, they act as your bridesmaids, they go to parties with you, they do crap with and or for you, they save your ass. Don't play fucking dumb with me and pretend like life is not transactional. Your life might not be. You might be married to a bum, broke ass, short ass, uneducated nigga. But please do not speak for what the rest of us are doing with our lives. Just because you can't get a man that has money, just because you don't understand the way that life works, does not mean the rest of us do not, including myself. Speak for yourself. Maybe you never thought of it that way, but I'm sorry to break it to you. Everything in life is transactional. All has a price tag on it. Doesn't have to be physically money, but you are getting something out of it. I already got mine. You're right, I do. Don't mean I want somebody with less. That's how you end up not having generational wealth to begin with. A lot of y'all do dumb crap like that. And especially black people. I don't know if you black or not, but if you are a prime example of what's wrong with the black community right now. Y'all marry down. Y'all don't care. Y'all end up with men that have felons, records, everything else. You want to know what? I hate to say this for my family business out there, but I think of my own mother. My mother has a white collar job. She is a nurse manager. And who did she marry? My parents are married. A bum ass nigga known as my daddy. Yep, I said it there on YouTube. Keeping it real with you. Do you want to know what that did to her? My mama already got it. She had a good paying job. But a good paying job don't mean shit when you the only one working. When you have kids. When you get put on bed rest and you can't work and you can't pay your rent, etc. Which is exactly what happened to me. And your baby gets sick, get pneumonia, almost die. Doesn't need to be transactional though, does it? You can do everything yourself. My mom already has a degree. She already has a car. No, you can't. You're not made to do everything by yourself. And no real man wants his woman to be working and supporting like a man to begin with. You don't have to necessarily be using your man and moving off him or anything else, which shouldn't even be seen that way. But there is a difference in what you should be providing and bringing to the table versus what he should. I already answered that in my video. This is also Asia, so F what you do in your home country. This is Japan. In Japan, do you want to know how relationships go? People marry and do things the old-fashioned way. Men work, provide, take care of the family. Women stay at home, they do the laundry, they do the cooking, they do the cleaning, and they raise your babies. This is why we don't have babysitters here. Please do not speak on this country because you clearly do not live here and don't know what you're talking about. Let's keep it going. Okay. My intention is not to tell you how to live your life, but all this Overanalyzing and worry about how these men act, blah, blah. This is waste of energy that you could be using for other things for yourself. I read that. Okay. Having a self-esteem and seeing yourself as a prize are two completely different things. Again, I'm talking to you all in a dramatic, joking way because I'm making a fucking journal and I'm talking about my feelings at home in the comfort of my own house. I can let my emotions and feelings out. I'm sorry you don't understand it, even though you've been on my channel for years. Why the fuck are you watching if you're so triggered by it? Secondly, sorry, sweetheart, once again, all I hear out of your mouth is you just sound like a jealous, bitter-ass hater. Where do I say that the two are not different or that they are the same? But I'll also be honest with you. Sorry, I explained in my video that because I know that I am attractive and because I know, sorry Scout, because I know that I have my shit together, I don't have to have low standards. I can walk away from stuff and say I can get better elsewhere. That's exactly what I said in my video. So you're wrong. Your comment is literally your comment is a little bit contradictory. You're trying to humble me and tell me that, oh, well, being a prize and having, whatever self-esteem isn't the same. Like, what sense does it even make? I'm supposed to feel bad about myself and be like, oh, well, I'm not a good-looking person, so I should be satisfied with Pookie making $20,000 a year. I should be okay with the guy that only makes $30,000 a year. I should be happy that he even decided to, give me the time of day, and I should be okay with going to a hotel because at least he picked me up in his car. Maybe that's what you're used to. Maybe you'd be happy and excited over that. But sorry, I recognize that because I do look good and I can get better, I'm going to walk away from that. Because a man that can't even spend a few dollars on me for a first date, why would I choose you when there's plenty of men that will go all out for me on not just the first date, but all of our dates? I would be married right now if I did that type of dumb shit that you're basically saying. No, thank you. No interest in that. I know what I want, I know what I deserve, and I know what I can get. I am realistic. I am not going to settle just for the sake of getting married. You can connect with somebody that you're also physically attracted to and that also has money. Just like as a woman, I can find a man that's tall and not shorter than me. I can find a man that has a stable, decent career instead of settling for Pookie like how you're basically suggesting. Money does matter. Like how I said, love does not pay bills. You can be the nicest girl in the world, but if you're not attractive, men are not going to want you. You will have trouble pulling a man. Your options of men, your pool of men will be limited. You will be limited to the short, fat, ugly, broke niggas when you don't look good as a woman. Can you still get men? Yeah, of course. The ugly dudes will line up for you. But you can forget about getting, the good looking ones. You're going to have to lower your standards. Okay. It goes the exact same way. I know that a lot of people like me. So when I'm trying to narrow down who do I want to date, who do I want to have sex with, who do I want to marry, why would I go after the guy who maybe has money, but you're not going to use it on me? That's a part of what women find attractive, men that can provide. You can be a masculine woman if you want to, but please keep inside your own lane. Don't rub that crap off of me. There's other girls that will agree with you on that, but I'm not those people. That's cool and good for you, but I'm not you. And apparently you're not me, and that's cool. Maybe you can't even relate to me. Maybe you've never even had the opportunity to date a guy that has the money that I have. You're not on my Patreon. You have no idea the opportunities that I've had to marry men. Not just date, not just sleep with them. I'm talking about get an upgraded, even better, nicer, newer apartment than where I'm at right now. I could already have the ring, have the car, have the everything. You cannot relate to me, so please do not talk to me. You don't understand. Let's keep it going. Okay. I like your videos. I'm not saying this to prove you wrong. Yeah, you are. Don't try to backpedal now. Or anything. We all have different experiences, but it doesn't have to be like this. Contradictory statement. What? Okay. What you deserve is someone who loves you and takes care of you, but that has nothing to do with how much money he's willing to spend and give you in exchange for sex and good looks. Because that doesn't last forever. Same shit with money. Girl, listen to yourself. You just said you deserve somebody that will take care of you. We're not, I got skin on my lip. We're not children, okay? We're grown. I am nearly 30 years old. Someone saying I love you and I want to take care of you by rubbing your tummy and patting you on the head does not make you feel better. When you're grown, you have a mortgage, you have loans, you have credit, you have debt, you have bills, you have vacations you want to go on, things you want to get for your day-to-day life. That is taking care of someone. Providing for our children, paying for them to go to school. That is taking care of someone. You just told me I deserve somebody that will take care of me, but then you said the money they're willing to spend on you has nothing to do with that. Just say that you date broke men. You can't pull men that make a decent living, and you can't relate to me. If you're cool with pookies, that's fine, because somebody has to marry them. It just ain't finna be me. So, I need to drink some tea. I'm about to start coughing. Your comment literally just like saved me the time, because you're literally answering your own, you're not asking questions, but basically it's a question in my mind. You're answering your own question. You're telling me that I deserve things, but then things saying that I deserve cost money, and you're saying that money doesn't give you these things. You are a broke nigga's dream. You have to be married. Your man gotta be broke, short, and ugly. That has to be the case. Because everything you're saying is literally telling on itself. I've said this before on my channel, and I will say it again. You do not have to be rich. I said it in my video, if I recall, too. A formal, regular date with somebody, you can literally find, I'll even be honest with you. We can even talk about family restaurants. You can take a girl that you like out on a date for $40 funky. The man that you are married to has spent more money paying for a crackhead to suck his dick. If a man cannot even spend $40 funky on you, a grown ass salary man, what the fuck does that say about you? Your man will buy video games, alcohol, cigarettes, food. He'll do everything he wants to, but if he can't drop a funky less than an hour's wage on your ass, what the fuck does that say about you? That you ain't shit, bitch. And if you dumb enough to be used like that, then 2 claps for you, ho. Go ahead and do your shit. But I ain't finna be you. Have fun with that. Broke niggas love bitches like you that are desperate, that just want to be a pick-me, love the idea, oh, I have a man, I don't care what he makes, as long as you say you love me and pat me on the head, and as long as you don't leave me, I'm satisfied. Your man probably cheating on you if you got one. But let me not speak negative things over you. I don't know you. I feel bad for even saying this, because I know you've been here for a minute. You finna be gone now, and that's cool, because I'm going to keep it real with you. I ain't finna lie to you. I had another girl do the same thing before. I made a video on her too. As they say, these hands, or shall I say this mouth, is rated E for everyone, because I will tell you exactly what is on my mind. You bothered to leave a long-ass comment giving backhanded advice. I'm going to set you straight and tell you that you're wrong. You started talking off on stuff that I wasn't even talking about in my video, and you're wrong. Like I said, saying I love you, I care about you does not pay bills. And like I said also, people show you how much they care about you based off of men in particular, especially based off of how much money they spend on you. Look at it this way. I said this on my channel before too. If you have an interview coming up for a job that you really want, are you going to come up to that interview wearing a Walmart suit? No. You are going to try your best to put on the most expensive pieces that you have. You are going to wear your best heels, your best handbag, your best business suit. You are going to get your hair and your nails done. Your makeup will be perfect. Your face will be beat. You're going to make sure that you look good. Why? Because you want that goddamn job better than anything else. You will spend money and invest in your appearance even if you don't normally do any of that crap. Why? Because you want to show them how badly you want it. Okay, a man does the same thing for you. If your man cannot spend any money on you to show you that he wants you when first meeting you, he don't want you badly. You are plan A, you are plan B, C, D, E, F, G, Z. That is what you are. You are everything but plan A. You are not what he really wants. You are his last minute, last choice, last decision. Speak for yourself. Maybe your man couldn't do that for you because he ain't got a good job. Maybe your man didn't feel like you're worth it because you're not that attractive to him. Maybe he was desperate, just wanted to get married, satisfy mom and dad, just wanted to have kids, just had a fetish. I don't know who you are, what race you are, where you're from, anything else, and I honestly don't give a damn. But I'm going to keep it real with you. You don't understand how men work, because any man will tell you that. When you don't even need men to tell you this. You can look at your own dating experience. I don't know how much you've dated, but if you haven't dated much, your mouth should be closed then, because you don't even have the room to talk in this. You can't even join this discussion if you don't have a lot of experience dating. This conversation is not for you if you are not attractive, if you don't have a history of dating. Don't speak on it. Sorry, I should turn off my notifications. But yeah, I'm thinking, like, why are you talking to this when you can't even relate to it? Any man will tell you and show you that when he cares about you, loves you, wants you, he is going to try to impress you by doing things that he doesn't normally do. He will spend more money than he normally spends. He will take you to a nice place even if he normally goes to 7-Eleven and gets a bento for every meal. He's not going to take you there because he always gets onigiri. Do you even live in Japan? Please shut the fuck up. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Have several fucking seats. And that goes for any country around the world. Men spend money on people, things that they want. If he can't spend 30, 40 funky ass dollars on you, you ain't worth shit to that man. You best believe when he wants to cheat on you, he gonna pay that girl that $300-400 for that one night stand. He'll take out the girl that he finds attractive to that nice restaurant. You are only worth that 300 yen drink. You are the person that he doesn't find very attractive. That is why that's what he's spending on you. You could be dumb and be fooled by words and experiences of a man sitting there and holding your hand walking through the free park with you. Have fun with that thing, girl. Because I don't know who the fuck told you that's better than the guy giving you real experiences, taking you out somewhere, etc. They both can cheat on you. As I say, shit, if you're gonna cheat on me, you're gonna at least be giving me money and experiences out of it and food. I'd be damned. Let a nigga working at a gas station buying you a Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich. And still cheating on you. And a lot of y'all dumb women, I don't know what race you are, but speaking for black women in particular, because I'm black, I see this all the time. This is what Kevin Samuels is right. I gotta give him props on that. Educated black women. Who do they end up with? Pookies. They always go after the thug. They marry the low life, low salary bum nigga. Y'all satisfied with mediocre everything. You are just happy to have a man. You happy he gave you the time of day. And that's cool, but like I said, don't speak on this because you can't relate to this conversation. I feel sorry for you that you think that's normal, but it's not. Yes, there's more to life than money, but money does matter, so stop playing dumb. If money didn't matter, your internet wouldn't be on right now to leave that damn comment on my video. If money didn't matter, you wouldn't have a smartphone. You wouldn't upgrade your phone. You wouldn't need a job. Money does matter. And if you're like most people, you probably want to make more money than what you're making right now. So you are a fucking hypocrite and a goddamn liar for pretending like money is not of importance. Oh, money fades, it's not whatever. Bitch, it's fucking everything. You want it. Don't play. If you can't get it, just say that. But don't pretend like it's not important because you don't have it. I ain't rich. But I'm not going to sit over here and lie to you and pretend like I don't care about money. Money doesn't matter. I'm taking care of myself right now. Something that's very different from normal conversations that you hear. Normally when girls talk about this topic, they are bringing nothing to the table. They have no money, no nothing, living inside a mama house. And that's not my situation. And my words still stay the same. I can provide for myself, but I don't want to have to do that. I shouldn't have to do that. I'm doing it now because I'm single. But when I get married, I do still plan to work. I want to have my own business. But you want to know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to be in a position where I have to work. Because I will have a man that has his own career, making more money than I am, more stable than I am. Everything I don't have, he has. That is what a man is supposed to do. We are not supposed to be doing the same thing. Like I said, there's a difference between a man and a woman. A man's job is supposed to be to provide and take care of his family. That should not be your job as a woman. If you want to play both roles and play, want to be mom and dad, have fun. If you want to have a Mr. Mom sitting at home and taking care of your babies, have fun. But I'm not going to be you. And I don't advise other women to do that either. Don't try to clown me for having standards for myself and realizing that I'm worth more than a $5 date or a $300 300 yen drink. Out of your mind. Okay. What else did you say? In exchange for sex and good looks. Going back to what I was saying. Where did I say that that was in exchange for it? I said that if that's what they're going to do, because that's what a lot of these guys are doing. Their goal is to try to hook up people, but they're using their money to get people. So how is that okay? You're not saying anything about the man side of it. You're getting on me for saying that if it's going to be transactional, I want something out of it. You're only attacking me for saying that I want something out of it for it to be fair. Make it make sense, please. Okay, let me find where we are. We're almost done. A real, honest, respectful relationship is hard to come by. I know. But, as they say, it's so much better to be on your own, surrounded, in person and online too, by people who love you, than to waste your time searching for the perfect transaction. This is why I said why I didn't lay off on you, because your whole comment is backhanded. You're telling me that my want for having a man that can provide makes my relationship fake, is what you basically just said. You're saying it nicely, but you're saying that if I want a man that's a provider, then I don't want a real relationship. I want a man that's, it's a transactional relationship. That's the equivalent of telling a man you cannot want a woman that's attractive to have your children. You should be glad that any woman has a vagina, can push a baby out for you. It doesn't matter what she looks like. It doesn't matter whether she cooks and cleans. Doesn't matter if she can do your laundry. Doesn't matter anything else about her. Just be glad she has a pussy that you can stick your dick inside of and she can give you a baby. That's what you basically just said. Look at how retarded that would sound to say to a man. Okay, that's what you're saying to me. You're telling me that for me wanting to have a man that can provide, I want a transaction. Also, let's stop playing. Your friends don't fuck you. Your friends do not offer you stability for the rest of your life. They come and go. Your friends cannot give you babies. Your friends will not pay your bills. Who does? A man. Stop with that bullshit. You must be married based off the shit that you're saying right now. Where did I tell you that I'm desperately dying to have a man? Do I want to get married? Yes, and I'm open and honest about that. But I also have standards, and if I didn't have any, I'd probably be married like how I'm guessing that you must be. I know your man ain't got money based off of the shit that you saying right now. He must not be attractive either. And that's cool. If you're satisfied with that, that's cool. But don't confuse what you're satisfied with what the majority of women want. Don't take my word for it. There are plenty of surveys done. Most women want to be with a man who can provide. Provide doesn't mean rich. It means a man that can pretty much take care of you. Overall, I'm not talking about giving you some luxurious life where you're going out on vacation every day and going to spas every week. That's not what I said. A man that can provide. Everything in life is transactional. Your friends are not your husband. Your friends can keep you single, actually. Your friends are not your man. They're not. They don't give you babies. They do not pay your bills. They are not legally tied to you. They do not offer you real stability. They are for entertainment and help purposes. That is life. Because if your friends are not entertaining and fun to be with, what do? You cut them unless you're using them in the case that you need a filler for a party or for your bridesmaids or something else. They are transactional, like how I just said. They serve a purpose. Everything serves a purpose. You serve a purpose at your job, which I'm assuming that you have one based off of the broke nigga shit you just got through saying in my comment section. Let's go. I really don't mean to insult you. You just did. I hope you don't interpret it like this. Bullshit. Don't get scared now. And I respect you because I can tell you've had a pretty hard life. And you're standing and living in Japan. Of course, now you're going to end it with kissing my ass. Working as a teacher, trying new things. And that's why I follow you. You're very determined and I agree. So many things you say. I just want to tell you that I hope someday you find someone who truly sees you and cherishes you for who you really are on the inside. Anything else is bullshit because you're already a whole fantastic world. You've got you. Of course, ending off with kissing ass and you're a strong, independent black woman narrative. And this is where, once again, God, I hate to even say this, but this is why I listen to his shit. And see, I have a love-hate relationship with him, but a lot of stuff he says is right. This is where Kevin Samuels is right. Black women trying to push that strong black woman narrative, etc. No, stop with that bullshit. We can be feminine. We can be docile. We can be hypergamous, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's okay for us to want those things. It's okay for us to want to be taken care of. It's okay for us to be real. We do not judge and bash men for saying that they want attractive, badass bitches. But then y'all try to make us feel bad for saying they want a man that can take care of us. I did not say my man needs to be making $20 million a year or something. I said my man should be willing to spend $40 on a date with me. I am a grown-ass woman, and I date men that are educated and have careers and degrees. Maybe you cannot relate. Maybe the men you date have been bums, and if you're lucky, have an associate's degree. That is not my story. I don't do that shit. Because unlike people like you, I think about not only my future, but my kids' future. Yes, I got me, but I cannot do everything alone. I am aware that there are men making way more money than me just because they are a man for doing the same work. I am aware that a man can help me make more money. I am aware that by having a man that I'm married to that is successful and established, I do not have to worry about my kids going to school, having their needs met, being able to afford university. Stop with the whole narrative because I can, I'm just in my tea bottle, because I can do it myself. I don't need no help from anybody. I want to struggle, do things the hard way. I'm tough. I'm a man. Stop with that bullshit. We do not have to be men to be black women. Stop with that. Y'all keep trying to confuse the two and then making it seem like when you don't want to do everything by yourself, then you become a gold digger, then it's transactional relationship as you try to make it sound. Because you don't mean it in the sense that I do. You're making it sound like it's a bad thing for wanting something out of it. Girl, tuck your pussy away and watch how fast your man leave you. You think your relationship ain't transactional? You must be fucking retarded. Tell your man no kids, no sex. Watch how quickly he leave. Tell him you're not gonna work either. You might as well get another bitch then. Why? Because you're transactional. It's your pussy, bitch. He's there for you. He's there for what you provide for him. It's okay to like people for more than one reason. You can like your partner you're with, their personality. You can like talking to them, connect with them. And you can also like the fact that they take care of you and provide for you. As a man, you can like the fact that your wife is sexy. She's beautiful. She's so cute. You can like that she's feminine. You can also like the fact that she cooks and cleans for you. She does your laundry, takes care of your house. That's exactly what my relationship was like with my ex. I loved him to death. I still love him. He was a good man to me. Did he make good money? He actually did. And you want to know what? I liked him before I knew how much money he was making. I liked him when he was making less money than me. I started off dating him when he was working at a fucking cafe. Living in the countryside. You don't know me. Don't try to play me, bitch. And even then, like, I shouldn't have to prove myself or prove what type of person I am by trying to use my own, life examples of who I've dated and why I've dated them, etc. There's nothing wrong with specifically liking men because they do have money. Because men will specifically like you because you look good. They will put up with the fact that you have a nasty ass attitude. They'll put up with everything bad about you. You can be horrible at sex. You can't suck dick for shit. You can't ride dick. You're fat as fuck. But maybe they're sexually attracted to you. They find you to be cute. And that is why they are with you. Okay, why as a woman I cannot say I like the fact that my man can provide for me. I like the fact that he's tall. He's masculine. He protects me. I can't say that. Because then it's transactional. I'm a bad person for that. Just say that you have low standards. You are a pick-me. You are glad to have a man. And just say you don't understand life. Because like I said, everything you do in life is transactional. It all has a cost. From your friends to your work, everything. Why do you think people have families in the first place? It's transactional. They help you. They give you someone to hang out with, someone to have fun with, someone for entertainment. They add value to you yourself. That is what they are there for. It's not just because you connect with them, they're a good person. No, no, no. You choose to get married because it gives you stability. Because if you don't get married and you just run around having kids, there is no stability. It messes you up financially, mentally, on an emotional level. It's stressful. Things become complicated when you have children outside of wedlock, especially with multiple fathers. No woman says, I'm glad that I'm not married and I'm a baby mama. I enjoy this lifestyle, unless they're filthy rich or something. Even rich women. Look at Summer Walker, prime example. They do not like the idea of having to take care of their own child by themselves, of having to pay for bills, of having to pay for everything their kid needs alone. They don't like it. It's not a matter of being able to afford it or not. Yes, I can afford what I want in life. You're right, I can. I can buy myself my own engagement ring right now. It is not the same versus when you do it yourself versus a man doing it for you to show that he loves you. I can afford to take myself out to eat. I get Uber Eats all the time. It's not the same as a man showing me that I'm important and of value to him by paying for my meal, by taking me out to eat himself. It's symbolic. I talked about this on my channel already. It is symbolic. You are showing me I love you, I value you, you're important to me, you are worth my time, you are worth the money that I worked for. I want to spend it on you and show you that I love and care about you. I want to show you that I want you to have a good time, that you are worth my money. That is what you are doing. Same way you as a mother or a child give gifts to the people that you love. Yes, of course you could say, oh, it's not really the money, it's the thought that counts type bullshit. Okay. But when you have it to give, what do? You give it. You spend more money. I am grown now. Do you want to know what I did for my mother for Mother's Day and for her birthday? I went all the fuck out. I bought her real jewelry. I bought her expensive flowers. I bought her expensive dessert. I bought her food for every meal of the day. Why? Because I make money like that to do that. I spent well over $2,000 because my mother's birthday is the same weekend as Mother's Day almost every year. And today is back to back. Her birthday is May 7th. I went all out for her. Why did I do that? It's not because I needed to do it to show her that I love her because it's a transactional relationship. No, because she's my motherfucking mother. And to show her that I care about her, I spend my money on her. Why? Because I worked for it. And it is one of the highest honors and values as a human being that you can do for someone is to spend your money on them because it shows that you care about them. You are thinking of them. You worked for them. That is hours worth of wages that I gave away. Your man does the same thing. This is why it matters. It's okay if you can't relate. That's cool. Maybe you've never dated men that have a college degree. Maybe you've never dated men that make more than the average $30,000, $40,000. And that's good. But don't shit on girls that can date men, pull men that make more money and can help themselves and their future children, etc. Don't hate because you can't get it. Ask what the recipe is, the formula. Try to figure out how you can be that person. I am not married right now because I realize I have more options. Because if I was a bust down girl, if I was seen, fuck what y'all think about me, if I was seen as being ugly by the average man, then I probably would be a lot more humble and a lot more desperate and be like, oh, okay, well, I'm not the prize, you know, I'm just glad that I'm on a date with you. Like, oh, please marry me. We don't need a ring. We don't need a ceremony. I would be desperate and humble as fuck. You're right. But I'm not, because I realize that I'm worth more. And I realize that when men do care about you, they show you with their money. Just like when women care about you, they try to give you that 5-star pussy experience. That is life. If a girl don't like you, she's not going to be into it when you having sex with her. She's not going to go all out try to impress you on Valentine's Day here in Asia. She's not going to care about what she looks like, with or without makeup. She's not going to care about what clothes she has on. She's not going to care about looking feminine. She's not going to care about trying to cook you, you know, a 3 or 4 course meal. She don't give a crap about none of that stuff because she don't like you. But what does a woman do when she does like you? She tries to impress you. She wants to come off as being feminine. She wants to show you she can take care of you. She can cook and clean for you. She can suck your dick. She can ride you. She wants to show you that she is the best girl you will ever C, the best option you will ever have. She is trying to show you I am the package deal. There is no one better than me. She will pretend to be into your video games. She will pretend to like your music. She will watch sports with you. She does stuff that she doesn't normally do because she wants to impress you. She wants you. She's showing you I should be your wife. Okay, why are you being a dumb bitch and letting men say, well, I ain't doing no extra shit for you. I normally eat onigiri, so I pay for my own shit. If you hungry, you can buy something for you too. Girl, I feel sorry for you. Like, okay, like you sitting over here thinking you giving me real advice, something, sweetheart. I don't want to be anything like you, and I'm sorry. We can enjoy our lives being single. I made a video talking about that. You can enjoy your life being single while also simultaneously being real and accepting the fact that you do want to get married and want to have a husband. You can also be real with yourself and accept the fact that, yes, your friends and internet people like you guys here on YouTube provide me with entertainment, me reading your comments, me replying to your bullshit right now. Yes, and you're providing me with money too, so thank you for the video idea. Yes, it does all of those great, marvelous, wonderful things. But at the same time, I can recognize people on YouTube, in my comment section, my subscribers, my friends. Damn, why is everybody messaging me right now? Okay. Speaking of which, got a date planned for tomorrow. Okay, all of this stuff, all of these people, they are wonderful. They add value to my life in different ways. And it's transactional, might I add too. But guess what? Guess what, sweetheart? They are not a man. They are not my husband. They are not my boyfriend. They are not somebody to fuck me when I come home from work. They are not somebody for me to talk to and build a family with. They are not somebody that is stable. They are not mine. Please stop with that strong, independent woman pretending like, oh, you don't need to get married. You don't need kids. You have us. We're your family. Bullshit. Shut the fuck up. Ooh. Got me losing my voice. My nasty cough doing all this talking and yelling. Talking for a whole hour. Gonna have my voice hoarse tomorrow. It is Sunday night, girl. I just got through uploading that video today. I don't can get this video for a minute. It might be tomorrow or something. I'm gonna try to upload it tomorrow. I'm gonna challenge myself to post this tomorrow. So yeah, I mean this in the most respectful way possible, as you said. I give you your right, your freedom. You can disagree with me on my channel. It's totally cool. But I will clap back, so be warned. And secondly, my thing wasn't to attack you. Your comment was an attack. If you just nicely wrote, I disagree, it shouldn't be about whatever, you literally insulted me in your comment. You're telling me why I'm dating, what I'm getting out of it, and what I do and don't deserve or need, whatever. I didn't ask you, bitch. That's why I made this video, because otherwise, yeah, you have the right to think whatever you want to. If you want to say, Rant, I disagree with you. I don't think that's, the way it should work, whatever. Which there was nothing to disagree with. You completely changed the topic of my video. Let me remind everyone that's watching. The video that I posted was the one about men deciding I am going to use the fact that I have money to trick girls into matching with me on Tinder. I am not going to tell them that I'm just trying to have sex with them. I'm going to pretend like I want to seriously date them. And then I'm going to trap and coerce them or date rape them when we are alone in a closed-in hotel room. Or I'm going to take them to a bar, get them drunk, and do the same thing. The man I'm talking about in the video super liked me. I messaged him because of that. Because he messaged me and he came off acting normal. He planned a date with me, and upon planning it, he reminded me I don't do sugar daddy activities, which that part was fine, but the part that I had a problem with is who says at the beginning of the date, the talking phase. And secondly, he also added, after I mentioned, let's go out to eat, he added an extra line after I replied, sounds good. Then it became, let's go eat food at a hotel. That is misleading. And I said, if men can be transactional, as you said, if men can decide, I am going to use you, because that's not transactional, you're using me for sex, because he didn't want me to get anything out of it. That was the problem. I deserve to get what
I want out of it. And as a woman, you can quit pretending like your pussy don't work, bitch. You like money. You like stable men. No girl says, when I dream of my perfect husband, I never think about his career. I never think about money. I never think about how well he can provide for me. I don't think about his height. I don't think about him protecting me. Nothing. All I think about is, I want somebody to hug me at night. No girl says that. Shut the fuck up. Okay, likewise, men do the same thing. Men do not say their idea of a perfect woman. I never think about how pretty her face is. I never think about how big her boobs are. I never think about how round and fat and jiggly her ass is. I never think about how small her waist is. I never think about how petite and short she is. What man says that? I never think about how long her hair is, how pretty her eyes are. No guy says that. Why? Because men like feminine women. I never think about how well they cook. I never think about how well she can clean and how organized she is. No. Quit trying to change and rewrite history, genetics, biology, whatever. It's not the way it works in the real world. I'm not here to be politically correct with you. That's facts. There are going to be exceptions to every rule. There are some women that truly get a thrill out of working while pregnant. There are some women that like making more money than their men. And I call them bitches abusive ass cougars. Because what normal woman says, I want a man that makes less money than me. I want a man that doesn't have a degree. I want a man that's shorter than me. I want a man that can't provide for me. What girl says that? Nobody. Have fun being a pick-me. Have fun pretending like money doesn't matter. Have fun pretending like life is not transactional. And have fun projecting crap on me that sounds like you're talking about yourself, sweetheart. And you can't relate to stuff. Don't talk on it then. Because either you have no experience dating or you're not an attractive woman then. Because anybody that does or is would know what I'm talking about. Men pretend like they want things that they do not want to trap and trick you into doing things that you would not normally be willing to do had you been sober and in your right mind, and or had you been told up front. If a man were to directly tell you, let's go to a hotel and have sex, you can say no. But if a man lies to you and says, hey, let's eat at this really nice restaurant at this hotel, what's going to happen? If you are new to the game, you are going to fall for this bait and be like, oh, okay, that sounds good. I actually went on a normal date to a hotel that was not about sex. We literally just ate food, and it was an expensive restaurant at the hotel. I was shocked. I did it twice, actually. I couldn't believe it. It happens. But that's the exception and not the rule. What don't you get about that? Generally speaking, it is a trap. That is the problem. It's not one guy. It's not just from one place. It is a very common tactic and game. And if you don't live in Japan, don't speak on what I'm talking about in my video because you don't fucking understand it. You don't know. Don't talk on it then. You're talking about something that's not even on the subject of the video. I'm talking about men pretending not to want something that they really do to trap and trick you into doing something you wouldn't normally do. That is what I'm talking about. You had no advice to give to men. Your whole comment was telling me that I'm wasting my time, wasting energy, I should be putting all this to this video, whatever, blah, blah. It's a journal, and I'm getting ad revenue off of my anger that's being expressed here. Obviously, I'm at home and being over the top because it's a journal. I'm talking to you all, telling you how I really feel. Obviously, I'm not this mad when I'm replying back to this crap. I messaged him. I didn't even message him back. I left it alone. Been there, done that. Happens when you're attractive. You deal with the shit all the time. It becomes the norm to you. I made a video talking about it. It is frustrating and annoying when you're trying to date somebody seriously and they're not upfront with you. And it makes you angry when you think about situations that I've personally had, which is another reason why your comment is insensitive as fuck. I have been raped from this shit before because I fell for it. And I left that in a comment. Never talked about it in the video, but now here we go. I went on a date with somebody that pretended, let's just eat at the hotel. And what happened? He locked me in the room and I couldn't get out. Why? Because I didn't have money to pay for that shit. And I wasn't going to if I had it anyway. Okay, this is why it matters. This is why the money that you spend, the location you go to, it says a lot about what he thinks of you. No man that respects you as a woman is going to take you to a hotel to eat food. Where he takes you, what he spends on you, does matter. And quit with that, oh, this fades, whatever. Everything fades. It doesn't mean that it doesn't matter. That's some retarded bitch shit. Shut the fuck up. I'm tired of people pretending like, oh, well, it's just a piece of paper. Marriage doesn't matter. Or, oh, looks fade. Looks don't matter. They actually fucking do. Because if you ugly now, you're going to be a lot uglier when you get old. You ugly now, your kids going to be hideous. Y'all going to make babies together. Your looks do matter. And money does matter. Because if you ain't got shit now, wait till you throw babies into the mix. And don't play the, oh, what if you don't want to have kids? Good for you, sweetheart. Most motherfuckers that are normal want children. If you decide you don't want to because you believe in that bullshit, oh, the world's overpopulated, then have fun. But stop pretending like the rest of the world doesn't because you decided to be a fucking unicorn. There you have it. Now am I wasting my energy? I'm wasting my voice. I'm done. This video can go on forever. Long story short, you're entitled to your own opinion, but I'm also going to tell you my opinion again, that you're wrong. You talked about something my video was not about, and you conveniently only focused on the girl side of it. Interesting. Sounds like a pick me to me. You had no advice to say to men. And forget about it. I will defend men on this too, like how I already said in my video. I defended them. Men have the right to say they like girls that look good. Men are sexually wired. That's the reason why they're the ones who pay for sex in the first place. This is the reason why when they cheat, it is normally for sexual purposes. They are not emotional like how women are to the degree that we are. Do they have emotions? Yes, but not the same way that women do. They feel, think, work, and move differently. Men are not the same as women. I am sorry to break that to you. It's facts. It's the truth. We want different things. We are not made to be the same, and that is okay. Women want a man that can protect and provide. Men want a woman that will take care of them and look good for them. And taking care of them means in all aspects. Having their babies. Taking care of the house. That's facts. Why do you think rich people still want to get married? Look at the richest people in the world. Elon Musk. Jeff Bezos. Bill Gates. Yes, they've all gone through their breakups recently during this pandemic, but hasn't everybody? What are they back out there doing? Dating. They don't stop. Why? Is it because they just want love or they just need sex? No, it's transactional. You cannot truly be successful. You cannot truly be stable without a family. It's life. I do not make the rules. I'm not a billionaire, but look at all of them. How many billionaires do you know of that have never been married, don't have children? Exactly. How many people do you know of are happy that don't have degrees, don't have good paying jobs, and are in happy marriages? Just being bums together. Look at all the fights and arguments that you have when you don't have money. Look at all the stuff your kids have to struggle with going through. Not having food on the table. Not being able to afford a good school. Not being able to have clothes. Not being able to afford that field trip. Can't go to Disney World. Can't go on that vacation. You need money for everything. Stop pretending like money is bad. Stop pretending like wanting stability is bad. Stop pretending like wanting somebody that can provide is bad. We do not bash men for wanting women that look good. And if you do, then that's stupid too. Looks do matter. You want an attractive partner. And the reason why you probably met and talked to your partners for two reasons. Either one, you had a fetish for them, or two, you found them attractive. They may be the ugliest thing in the world to everyone else. I can use my ex as an example. Sorry to put him out there, but keeping it real. He's not seen as attractive here in Japan, but he was to me. I thought he was very cute. He was handsome. I loved him. I don't give two fucks what other people think. But you want to know what? I would be a damn lie if I pretended like I didn't choose to pursue him because he looked good. At first, no. I just didn't want to date, period. But after I met him, I fell in love with him. If he were truly just beyond ugly and I just couldn't stand look, no, I couldn't do it then. I gotta be attracted to you. If he was truly broken, just didn't have anything and it was going to be struggle love, I just couldn't do it. I knew he was going to graduate. I knew he was going to make more money. Like I said, you want to put transactions to the test? Get married if you're not already. And if you are married, then you can skip that step and go straight to it. Tell your husband you are not having sex anymore. Tell him if you already have a kid, no more babies. Tell him you are going to quit your job and that love will keep you together. That's all you need because you're not bringing anything to the table anymore. You're done. All he needs is your hugs and kisses because you care for him, right? Do that. Exactly. Tell him he can quit his job too so you all can stay together, keep each other company. You don't need money, right? Money doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much money he spends on you. What a sad and depressing life. Because you best believe your man ain't spending money on you. He entertaining another girl. That's who you should be worried about. Why your man ain't spending money on you? That's what I'm saying. I know how men work. My father is in my life. My brother is in my life. I know how that crap works. And you want to know what? I've also dated a ton too. I've been dating men for the past 10 years. I think I know something by now. And I say a lot of the crap that I do because through trial and error, through experiences. It's not a matter of how are you overanalyzing with your own goddamn life and pussy? I should be worried about who I'm going to date, meet, and fuck. That does matter. It's whole like you end up with STDs and we're not talking about overanalyzing. You can't overanalyze. You should want to know who you're going to meet, especially when you're a black woman, a black young woman living in a foreign country. Who gonna come save my ass? Something happened to me. I should want to know exactly what somebody's thinking, their intentions, etc. before I meet them. You crazy. You don't even know what the fuck you talking about, girl. Shut the fuck up. Ooh, people like you irritate me so much. But, alright. I'm done. This video got way too long. And deep down inside, I feel bad for saying this. But nope, it needed to be said. Because I hate people like you try to pretend like they're being nice to you and pretend like they're just trying to help you, etc. And then you listen to them further and it's like, you literally just made a whole comment insulting me, shitting on my idea of relationships, telling me that I'm wrong, etc. And then tried to end it, kissing my ass. Oh, well, I hope you have the best of you, etc. And this, that, and the other. Speak for yourself. You sound like you're jealous because you've never dated a man that had money. And sorry, sweetheart, but like I said once again, if you actually on my Patreon and knew what goes on in my dating life, I've dated plenty of men that were good guys that had money and could take care of you and that were stable, and I could have even married a few different times. Seriously, potential husbands there. But it didn't happen. Why? Because I realized something was off and I realized I deserved more or better elsewhere. I care about more than just money, and my dating history says that. 'Cause if it was just money, I would have married somebody that goes by the name Jimbe, and my patrons know exactly who I'm talking about. If that was all I wanted, I had the package deal right there. Guy had an inheritance, was making well over $150,000 a year. He had a bachelor's degree. He spoke English at a fluent level. He was over 6 feet tall. He had everything. Did I marry him? No. He asked me where I wanted to live. He let me live with him for free. Bought all my meals. We went out for steak, had expensive dinners, dessert, every single meal. You cannot relate to my dating lifestyle. Do not compare yourself to me. Do not act like because you can't find a man who has money and that does stuff for you, that I can't and other people can't. We don't say that because girls are attractive, that you should avoid them or you can't date them, or if you're with them, then it's not a real relationship because it's transactional. You're just with her because she's pretty. Even if you were, why is that bad? That's what your job is to do as a woman when it comes to being in a relationship. Your part is looking pretty, taking care of the family. That's facts. Sounds sexist, sounds bad, but it's the truth. If you choose to do more extra, good for you, feminist, black, independent queen. But that's not your job. Even with things being the way they are nowadays. Called old-fashioned. But what do men want in a woman? The same crap they've always wanted back in the day. Which is exactly why men have not changed their standards on how they choose to date women. You will never hear a man clowning a woman for working at McDonald's. Clowning a woman for not having a college education. Clowning a woman for not having a high salary. For being a provider. Why? Because men don't want your money. They don't want or need you to provide. They know they're supposed to do it. They plan to do it. But what do you hear in reverse? Women say it all the time. Why? Because we do expect that. Having your own does not mean you want to take care of yourself. It does not mean that you don't like being taken care of. What's hard to understand about that? I can do a lot of things myself. My mom is a nurse. She still goes to the hospital when she gets sick. Okay. Your point. I'm a teacher. I still go to school. There's books. I still prefer to have a tutor teach me Japanese. What point are you trying to prove here, girl? So, I'm done for the 7,000th time. We are an hour and 20 minutes into this video. So, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I know it hurt your feelings. Sorry, but I have to get out there because you hurt mine. Because you made me mad. I'm thinking, well, I know this girl did not just say that. I didn't say any of that shit inside my video. And you try calling yourself going in on me, trying to tell me about what my relationships are based on, telling me my relationships are based on money, whatever. You hope I find this, that, and the other. And pretending like friends can take the place of a man. That is the most single woman advice I've ever heard. Kevin Samuels will have a field day with what you just said. That is literally the recipe of staying single. Pretending like your friends can take the place of a man. Yes, having friends can help you get through your times of being single. They definitely did that for me. But I'm not going to pretend like my friends are doing the same shit that my man does. My friends do not massage my feet. My friends don't lick my pussy. My friends do not pay for me to get my hair and nails done. Okay? My friends don't fuck me and get me pregnant. Okay? My friends don't give me their last name. They don't buy me an engagement ring. They don't cuddle with me at night. My man does. Please be quiet. So, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And yeah, please stick to not trying to give dating advice when you clearly don't have much of it. So, bye.